Alright, so I just wanted to make a video based on my art career goals for 2023, and it might be a bit similar to the last video, but this one's going to be a bit more structured, and some of the stuff I'm going to be saying might actually be helpful towards any of your goals. So yeah, you can, if you're interested, you can definitely pretty much see the plan for my journey this year, because I'm really gonna take this year quite seriously with my art career, and I mean I take it seriously as much as pretty much the last 2 or 3 years, but I'm gonna try and develop a better social media presence because right now that seems like honestly I can't really I can't think of a better way to get my art out there in the world than social media, whether it's like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, ArtStation, all that kind of stuff. Um, and yeah, like it's really hard for me to have a structured idea of where I want to go with my art, like with career wise. Ideally, I would like to be able to work freelance and make a living off that, but that's gonna be, that's kind of the goal. I'm not really too. I mean, 'cause that's kind of what it's like most of the time when it comes to working as an artist. You are most of the time gonna have to be a freelancer, and there are times where you can be like you can work 9 to 5 in an art career, but it really this is kind of what I want to go for right now. But and if I do get an opportunity, because I've applied for a lot of jobs to work as like an artist, and if they do accept me, then I'll be more than happy to. But yeah, I haven't really had much luck in terms of like applying for jobs. So the best thing I can do next is just grow my social media out. So yeah, I'm gonna after talking through that, I'm gonna basically go over my plans for this year in a structured manner. So yeah, goal for this year will be to finish my first chapter for my comic book. Right now, the name for the comic book is still Unchained, but it's probably going to change. Like right now, I'm just like whatever's the first thing that comes into my mind in terms of when it comes to naming the actual comic and the chapters. Like I'm being really loose with it. But yeah, that's my goal. I think it's time I actually take this more seriously because I've developed the world. I've developed a lot of characters in the world, and I'm not too sure what else to develop on. And there's enough content for me to work on the first chapter, and I've already written the story out. I'm working on the script right now, which is it's hard because yeah, no, working on a script is very difficult because you have to think about like each shot and each transition and what the characters are going to be saying, and like I'm alright when it comes to actually I'm it's it's not too bad for me. I do kind of enjoy it, but it's the it's the actual drawing which I'm kind of worried about because this is a comic book that I want to be really good. I want this to be really good, so I have to really work on the drawing and make it look the way I want it to. But yeah, so once I'm finished with the actual script, I'm going to I'm going to move on to the character sheets for 4 characters, and there's loads of characters in this comic, but in the first chapter there's only going to be 4, so I'm going to work on the character sheets for them. So front, side, and back for all 4 of these characters, and after that, I'm going to prepare the 3D models for the comic because I want to use 3D models for reference because I mean you might as well if I have the skill to do it, and honestly it's if you can do it because it saves so much time and it'll help with so much of like perspective and all that kind of stuff, which is very just it's difficult, and I want to have every advantage I can when it comes to creating my comic book. And with the 3D models, I'm thinking of just pretty much paying someone to do the environments for me through Fiverr, because I don't want to, I can't be bothered to create 3D models. I really can't be bothered. especially with some of these environments that I'm going to be having. Like I need actual pretty well detailed 3D models to actually use as reference. But then once all that's done, the script, character sheets, and 3D models, I'm gonna create the thumbnails, which are basically just ideas of how the panels is like quick sketches of the panels, and then from there I work on the actual sketches, and then I ink the pages, and then I color it in, which I'm not sure if I'm going to color it in yet because I kind of want it to have like a graphic novel manga style. But yeah, so I've put in question marks on the color right now, but apart from that, everything else will be done, and I'm hoping to get that done this year. I'm not sure what month. Right now, I've broken it down into steps, and I'm just gonna work on getting all that done. And then I guess my second. Sorry if I feel like I need to sort of slow down for my speech because I'm just rushing through this. But yeah, for my second goal for this year, I guess, is to take my Instagram more seriously, and try and be more consistent with my posts, and whether it's posting a reel every day or posting it every 2 days, I need to develop some sort of habit or just consistency with the way I post, because there was a point last year where I think I was posting every 2 days, like it was around like before, like around summer, and I was getting a lot of traction, and then I just got, I kind of got bored of posting reels, and my traction went down, and I don't know, part of me was just like, if I'm being honest, I don't enjoy the social media game. When I spend too much time on social media, my mood just gets lowered, and I like, it's just that I don't know what else to really do in terms of just my art. Like whether it's networking, I'm doing pretty much everything I can. I've been going to Comic Cons. I've been talking with people who've made it or making it in the art industry. So it's right. Like, I don't know what else to really do apart from focus on my Instagram more, and that seems to be the way to go at this point. If I'm just more consistent with it, and I'm not sure if I'm what I want to post a reel every day, and I think every 2 days worked really well for me, so I think I'm gonna stick to that, and try to take it consistently throughout this year. I'm honestly really gonna try because I want. It seems to be the best approach I can do right now, unless another opportunity is presented and I find something else to really help, like accelerate my career in art. Then I'll be more than happy to do that. But this Instagram right now seems to be the way to go, and as much as that sucks, I I'm just gonna have to, I'm just gonna have to consistently post and try and not spend too much time on social media as well. It's not even the comparing. It's just like when I spend so much time on Instagram and just any other social media, even YouTube, my mood just gets lowered, you know? It just gets lowered. So I need to sort of cut down on my use of social media. Maybe that'll be another goal for the year. Cut down on my use of social media because it really just doesn't feel good. And unfortunately, there isn't like another way for me to grow. So yeah, I'm just gonna be more consistent with my Instagram this year. Goal plan for this year is to take YouTube more seriously. And honestly, I've I it, funny enough, I've actually enjoyed creating content for YouTube. I don't really enjoy creating content for Instagram, but creating content for YouTube is actually very fun. I enjoy just talking over like my time lapse on my art, and um YouTube is it seems there's a lot of artists on YouTube that have made like a good following from YouTube and made a career from their art. So I don't really know in terms of what videos I want to do. I'm not too sure of where to go for it right now. Maybe I'll become like an educational kind of person, or um, don't know, because one of my favorite art YouTube channels is Super Ray Dizzle, and her content's amazing. She like creates amazing art with just really really cheap products like Crayolas and crappy stuff you get in Poundland or something, and it's really like inspiring and entertaining to watch. And maybe like that's kind of her niche with what she does. Like she made a video with, you know, comparing a Gucci pen to those typical Bic pens you get, those like ballpoint Bic pens, and it was a really they're really fun to watch, and I want to sort of I, I'm not sure what my niche would be. That will come with time, or what kind of stuff I want to do for my YouTube. But like right now, I want to try and post a video every Sunday, and that is honestly easier said than done because I can't think of much. I'm gonna have to sit down and just sort of brainstorm a few ideas with my YouTube and just see what kind of videos I can come up with because it's it's fun. I spend so much time watching YouTube, but I can't even come up with ideas. But yeah, like a lot of art channels, that whether it's tutorials or just like the mindset of an artist, focus on that kind of stuff. But I don't want to overthink it right now because I don't. YouTube is not my priority in terms of my art career. Instagram is my priority because it's the best way for me to sort of get out there. Maybe TikTok is a better approach. Honestly, maybe I should focus more on TikTok, but right now it's just Instagram and YouTube. I enjoy these platforms to a certain extent. TikTok I don't really enjoy. TikTok I waste a lot of time on. But maybe in the future I'll do TikTok as well. Like, right, I don't wanna rush into everything. I wanna take it at a time. So if I can develop a habit of posting on Instagram and posting on YouTube, then I'll develop a habit on adding on TikTok. I know it sounds dumb. I know it's not. It's just how I mentally sort of try to. I like to focus on one thing, develop a habit on that, and then move on to another thing. If the other thing if it starts to feel like second nature, then I'll try and develop something else that feels like second nature. Um, and yeah, so they're my three plans, and I've got one more plan which has nothing to do with art at all. All right, and my last and final goal for the year is to get good at boxing. And so I've started boxing around I think September last year, and I've pretty much fallen in love with it right now. And all this stuff going on, like with this YouTube influencer boxing, and just it gets me excited, and that's something I would like to take part in the future, maybe one day. But right now, like I think I'm actually pretty decent at it now. Right now, I just want to focus on getting as good as I can this year, and just maybe getting an actual, going to an actual boxing gym because everything I've learned about boxing has been just in like basically a normal commercial gym, and I just meet with this guy who he just basically trains us, and I've pretty much just improved through him. Um, I would like to, I want to take part in a white collar event, but I'm not too sure yet. I don't know if I'll do it this year. Um, if I was to do it this year, it would have to be like at the very end of the year, like maybe like I'll say November, December. Because I still got I want to get really fucking good and confident in my skills in boxing before I can actually like move on to that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at mentally this year. I'm not like I want. I, Art is always going to be my priority in life. That's good. That's the most important thing to me. That I make some sort of living doing this, and I don't want my enjoyment. I don't want to lose my love for it, and I haven't seemed to ever. I've been doing it for like 2 or 3 years, and I not there's like very consistently, and there's not an ounce of me. There's not an ounce of passion that's left. It's always there. I'm always focused and dedicated. And sometimes I do have days where I'm just like, what the, like, is this really it? Like, am I? because I believe in like destiny and purpose, and I believe my purpose in life is to draw and create stories. But sometimes I question it, and then I just go back to drawing pretty much. That's pretty much it, yeah. So hopefully this year does go well for me, you know, if it I do believe I'm gonna grow. Last year I grew my I grew a decent amount, both skill wise and like my social media presence. Um, but this year I have a feeling that it's gonna go into another level. I just need to be more consistent with my posts and yeah, keep updating my portfolio as much as I can. Yeah, so thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, if this has helped you structure your art goals or whatever goals for the year, you know, leave a like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And yeah, there you go. Take care. Bye.